Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Florida State's offense will take the first swing of the game. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
To the ground with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the...
Touchdown, Florida State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
There he goes! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are an afterthought when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on.
So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback #2 and you got to protect him, you got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB #3.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a heat. Moving away from pressure.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run. Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Let's go. Keep it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game, and I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Looking for a man. It's Turner. Plucks it out of the air. He smashes his way through again. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Florida! He got a step and just dusted the field.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles
Seminoles have it back, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Wants to fire on second down. And as he throws, good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or of course the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Close to the marker, it's Pittman. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, no!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it all in that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Turner. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Bring in the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. The Knowles will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage.
Breaks into the open. Once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Back to pass, it's Turner. Got a man, it's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Starting to feel a little pressure. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately.
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles! That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the 2nd half, and they're now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by 13 to Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Turner. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Lowers that shoulder delivers the blow. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll try the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets the give. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, no! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far.
It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.